Last we left off, you killed a few things rather quickly due to cannon fire and being really good at it.
We're really lucky.
Either way, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And you sailed smoothly into the port of Nicodranus, where you guys moored up and spent a long rest on the ship. And while you did that, Serpentius the Naga and his automatons pulled safely into dock. And now, as you guys awakened in the morning, there is a dock authority person waiting at the end of your gangplank as you exit, demanding payment for your docking.
Question for the GM.
Yes.
When it comes to Ashari docking, like at particular places, do we have any like trade agreement type thing or anything of that nature by chance?
I'm pretty sure the air Ashari do.
The water Ashari, because we would be at docks more than anything.
Yeah. So that would be something you would have to they would have to go check on. So if you're going to invoke the Ashari, right?
Well, there's
whatever.
that, and I've also got the sailor background where I can negotiate half prices for things related to ship passage. So either or.
We will do that then.
Okay.
I'll
do it in character. Just wait for you.
As you guys exit, is a portly halfling.
Do you want to describe what we're seeing at the town-wise by chance?
So Nicodranus has done really well last 30 years. So it has grown immensely. You see tall towers, and it's kind of built like a tiered city, so there's now tiers to it, because they're building up. And the higher up you go, the more luxurious it looks.
I put an image in Roll20 from what it said in the book looked like at the time, so
yeah,
you can use that if you'd like.
Probably. Let me pull up what you sent me.
I posted it in Roll20 for you to make it easy.
Oh. I didn't even see that. What? Okay. So, yeah. So it's bustling, like the docks are busy, it's a huge trade hub. And there's just all manner of beings throughout Wildemount just going to and fro about their business. And as you look down your gangplank, there is a portly halfling. And standing next to him is on the taller side of human. And he looks like you would expect your average, like, longshoreman to look, with the, heavy build. And he carries a really, really giant cudgel by his side. You're assuming this is how the halfling collects on payments. And he, as you guys are coming down, goes, "Hello, it'll be 15 silver for the night and another 15 per day. And how would you like to make those payments?"
Well, sir,
Some.
am I to understand whether or not there's a discount for that of the water Ashari at this port?
Are you saying you're water Ashari?
I am, and I will show the tattoos of the water Ashari on my left arm.
Quite. So, for the water story, we do a 15% discount. Provided they hear on good faith.
Would you
How
like to
about
make
the
persuasion check?
companions of the water Ashari?
We were paying for
I will
boat
charge you
mooring.
double if you try to go any lower.
We're paying for the boat mooring, sir.
15 silver per day, and water Ashari, we'll go 11.5 per day.
That sounds good, sir. 11.5 silver per day?
Yes, sir. Now, you all wouldn't be the captains I'd be collecting from, right?
Oh, no, the captain's still on board, but we're the owners of the boat.
Ah, I see. Alright, well, either way, as long as we're getting paid, and as long as you don't bring any... Do you have anything to declare? Any goods?
No, sir. We were, unfortunately, stripped of our goods by Darto's best.
Nasty business, those pirates. Ever since that new Armor King came into power, they've been a real trouble around these waters. Alright. Pleasure doing business with you. And he turns and he goes. And you guys are now on the docks of Nicodranus. What would you like to do?
Let's go find something to eat.
Yeah, I was about to say, are there street vendors nearby?
There are. You got people of all walks of life selling various foods. You can get pretty much anything you want from the street vendors. Street tacos, whatever. They're lined up in certain areas. It's like they're blocked off. Like this is the food area, like a food courts, and there are about 4 to 5 food courts around the dock area, so that you have your choice of food.
Have you been here before?
I have. Some of this food smells very familiar. I drag him to one of the venues or one of the vendors that smells most familiar. Come. Let me bring you close. This should fill our bellies.
GM, what time of day is it?
It is midday.
As long as
midday?
we don't fill our bellies too much that we do not have dinner, I have to take you to the lavish chateau tonight, Officer All. By the way, where is our cleric?
You all woke up. Thank you for mentioning that, but you all woke up and she was gone.
You're not concerned by this?
There was a letter from Chester saying, "Oh, hey, I had to borrow her for some, godly tricks, traveler stuff. Be back sometime within a week. Bye."
Okay. I guess we just rented her out.
I guess she'll be back when she gets back. I mean, the traveler is might chaotic of the gods.
But we're not worried about her safety.
If she's with Lady Jester, Lady Lavore, then probably not. I do not suspect as much. But we are going to her mother's establishment and seeing the Ruby of the Sea this evening for her show. And if there's room on her docket after show for you, my friend.
What kind of establishment is this?
The best kind.
Good. I shall eat a heavy lunch, siesta as it will, gain my energy, rest well, and be ready for tonight's festivities.
All right,
Let us
so
go to the vendor.
all right, you lead him over to a vendor, and he is selling. It's kind of like a pita wrap, with various meats in it, and a few like lettuce, lettuce and onion and stuff, with the vendor's special sauce, and he won't tell anybody what it is.
Can I do a perception check?
Can I make an insight check whether or not this is actually edible?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can make your perception. I'm gonna make my insight to see if it's edible. If he's lying to us.
All right. Here's a perception check. Roll the 13.
Okay.
My insight's 4, so I'm not gonna know shit.
You believe it's edible? You believe him? And the inside or the perception, you catch a glimpse of a bottle, and it doesn't have any like labels that you can make out, and it's just a reddish orange liquid inside. Is all you can get.
Ketchup.
Are we talking like liquid as an alcoholic liquid?
You don't know.
Does it smell
Can
spicy?
Can I use insight on top of this?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool. Here you go. I'm rolling insight on top of it.
Good luck.
See. Yeah. Okay. So I think I rolled a 19 with a +5, so 24.
Nice.
It is a spicy ketchup.
All right, these motherfuckers trying to pass off all this expensive stuff.
We are in a really good trade port, though. We can get almost anything here.
So we look at the vendor and we're like, you trying to sell us on this the cheap stuff?
Oh no, never for you, sir. Never for you, sir. Only the best.
Then where's the best?
So he's making your wrap, and he asks you if you want cow, fish, or other in your wrap.
Fish for me.
Okay. So
What about Van?
I look at the vendor. What do you suggest?
Personally, I would definitely take the other. It's top shelf. It's chef's kiss of mice.
I say it again and roll in intimidation.
Okay. Like I said, I didn't anticipate combat, but hey, who knows?
I'm not gonna fight in this town.
I'm not gonna fight. I'm just intimidating. I rolled a 19.
I assure you, sir. I assure you, I do not lie.
Okay, then I'll take that.
Okay, so he starts whipping up Groot first. He takes a metal cylinder, puts the pita wrap in it to form it. Then he throws some locally caught fish in there, finely chopped. Throws some lettuce, some tomato, and onion, and pours balsamic vinegar around it, and sprinkles just the dust. You don't know what it is, and he hands it to you. And then he goes to start on Vans, and does pretty much the same thing, except for he pulls out. It's smoking meat. It smells delicious. It's very edible. It looks like venison. And he puts it in there. And instead of the spicy ketchup that you saw, he pulls another bottle out that kind of looks like Thousand Island almost, like that color. And he drizzles that on there with asparagus, like grilled asparagus, and like lentils almost, and hands it to you. And also sprinkles that powder over it as well.
Am I allowed to drool in real life?
Thank you, honey.
I assume that which docks did we come in? Was it the Restless Wharf or was it the Wayfarer's Cove?
It was
Where the
the
shipyards were.
more one on the up and up. Like I think the Wayfarer's Cove.
That's the main shipping yards, I believe. What is it?
Good night, baby.
There's no actual name for the up and coming one according to the thing.
Yeah.
But we're up by the Mother's Lighthouse then.
Yeah.
The Mother's Lighthouse is the Wild Mother is the god of nature, and there's a really big lighthouse dedicated to her. That's her visage. That's that white statue you see on the thing on Roll 20 right now. It's a big naked statue of her. And it shoots light out.
Yep. So, after you guys enjoy your food and
How
our,
much did he charge us, by the way?
he was so scared of Van, he gave it to you for free. He's like, here you go. Just please leave me and my customers alone.
All right. Just stop trying to give people spicy ketchup from now on. This port has a reputation.
Only the best.
Can we visit a shop establishment, kind of like
Give me a perception check first, there, group.
Okay. That is not something I'm a forte about, but that's okay. And I probably wouldn't cast guidance on myself, so I'm gonna roll this straight.
New.
9.
Okay, so as you guys are eating your food, out of the corner of your eye, you glimpse two darkish figures. You can't really make them out, but you catch the glimpse of a third figure, a taller figure. He's covered, but some bronze scaling shows out.
This be the same day that we fought that last fight? Or would this be like the next
No,
day?
this is day after.
Okay, so we have had a long rest then. That's
Yes.
important to know.
Yeah, you had a long rest on the ship and then you woke up.
And I'm gonna mark myself as a long rest to get my abilities back, because I didn't do that last time. May wish to do the same there, Omar.
Yes.
Yeah, mark a long rest so you get all your stuff back and the hit points and everything.
Yes.
Okay, so there's people following us?
No, they were heading the opposite direction. That's what you saw.
Okay. Did I recognize them at all?
With a 9, the only thing you think is you see a muzzle on the Dragonborn and copper scales.
Copper scales. Okay.
So that is what you would think.
And quick question: were they in any type of?
The Dragonborn was in chains.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay. That. I think we have similar backgrounds, if I remember correctly. How do you feel about making some slavers' day bad?
Very good. Let's do it.
At that point, I cast Disguise Self on myself.
Alright.
And instead of looking like the turtle that I am, I now look like a... What would be scary and intimidating here? I'm about the size of a minotaur. I want to look like a minotaur. A minotaur with black fur and silver tattoos that kinda reminisce to Xerxes.
Okay. Oh.
You see me transform into a minotaur.
Okay.
And I head their direction.
Okay, give me an investigation check to see if you can pick them up and follow them.
This time I will use guidance because I am actively trying to do this.
Yeah. And Van, if you want to help, you can give him the help action, which will grant him advantage.
Okay. I would like to.
Alright, so roll with advantage there.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, what'd you roll?
The higher number is 8.
Okay, so you're having a rough
Now-
time.
I do have a different question.
What's that?
I am trained in survival. Would you rather have that?
You know what? Either your choice, but you can roll with advantage
Okay.
because
I'll roll
Omar
that.
is helping you out.
Plus my d4. 12.
Okay, so that's a little better. You guys are looking around, and you spot them at the end, like heading towards the Restless Wharf. And they are not really, trying to hide it in anything. And on one of their shoulders, you see the symbol of the Anchor King.
Mother.
Not gonna make
Okay.
it easy for you, Joe.
I know. How far away are they from us?
Right now, I would say they're about 70 feet.
70 feet.
What are you thinking?
I have two options. I just want to double check to see if my disguised self is considered concentration. And it is not concentration, surprisingly enough.
No,
Okay.
it is not.
That is a-
I'm gonna hustle up after them, like I'm going to gore them with my horns that don't exist.
Okay.
See if I can scare the crap out of them, and I'm gonna try to make an intimidation with it.
Alright, hold on. Give me 1 sec.
I'm trying to look as scary as possible.
Okay, Crown's Guard. Okay, done. Okay, oh. Well, you said you're charging at them?
Like I'm going to
Give
gore
them
them.
the horns.
Make
Okay.
them think I'm giving them the horns. I'm not going to be able to actually gore them, but I'm trying to scare them in intimidation.
Well, give me an intimidation check.
Let's see if I can make them piss their pants. My guidance is still active, so why not keep going?
Since they are unaware,
21.
I was gonna say roll with advantage because they're,
Oh. I'll roll again and see if I get higher. Let's see. 27.
Oh, yeah, it-
27 then. This is
So
our
they're
RC
That's a bit higher.
card
trying
running
to
after.
see this massive black minotaur charging them.
Actually,
They
poop himself.
push the dragonborn to the ground onto the side and jump to either side. What the hell? Call the grounds guard! This minotaur's going crazy!
Do I get a good look at the dragonborn?
Yes. It is indeed your friend from long ago.
Okay, I'm gonna start bullshitting my mouth off.
Well, you're in a very open market and the guards are on their way. Just letting you know.
I'm gonna yell at them as part of this intimidation.
Okay.
How dare you take a member of the Zoroastrian Empire under your slavery. Do you have any idea what the Bright Queen would do to you?
Well, as we have a good standing with the Zoroastrian Empire for slaves, and he was purchased legally, I would say nothing.
I cast suggestion.
Okay, what does that say?
My suggestion spell, I'm blowing through all these spells so fast, is a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. I am just going to have to... I rolled a 3 on the die. There's no way he's passing that.
Okay, so which one looked like the leader that was casting it on? The group.
He is a bigger half-orc, and he's got leathers, just basic leathers. He doesn't look like he's really high up. He looks like he's just a gopher, and he was just acquiring the slave that was purchased for the king. So he's not really, up there in ability or anything.
Okay, so this is the spell that this is the suggestion I'm giving him from suggestion.
Okay.
How much did you pay for this slave? I think it's worth the write-off, don't you? Never made it back to your precious home island?
Well, I'm
Don't
sure the
you
captain would be fine with that. We only paid like 4 gold for him. We could write that off easily enough.
And I give him 2 gold for his trouble.
He smiles, takes the gold, and waves to his friend. His friend looks really confused, but, this is above my pay grade kind of mentality, and just goes with him.
Does the Dragonborn look hurt?
The Dragonborn is, as a slave would look, just heavily emaciated, scars from life as a slave. And he's staring at you with hollow eyes.
I lift him up, I'm going to attempt to lift him up my shoulder.
He jerks back from you.
I say, what would be something that he would have told me before?
Well, right now you look like a giant minotaur, and
That's the
he's
point.
terrified.
What is something he would have told me in the past to get me to hold together?
You guys had a saying that the chains are only temporary and freedom is forever.
I say to him, the chains are only temporary. Freedom is forever. As I try to lift him up on my shoulder.
You see recognition hit his eyes, and life almost coming back to them fully as he smiles, takes your hand, and just goes, "Can you get these off of me?"
When we're not in sight of things.
Fair enough, master.
I will lift him up on my shoulder like I'm just carry him like fireman style.
Give me a strength check, and where are you going?
Can I use an athletics check?
You've got
I'll
me.
give you that.
He's not thinking, and he probably will need your help, but we'll see in a second. A 15.
Whew. That's, Oh, okay. So, a 15?
Yeah, as I have to lift him.
Throw him over your shoulder.
Yeah, he's probably light now.
So,
Honestly, as soon as he touches my body, he knows I'm not a Minotaur.
yeah, it looks like when you threw him over your shoulder without dropping the disguise, he just went through the Minotaur's shoulder. So then, at that point, the disguise will drop.
I can't actually dismiss the spell that way. It just looks like someone's hanging through the Minotaur's shoulder.
Okay. You just see a couple passersby, and they look really high on something, and he goes, "Man, that's a weird glitch."
Where is the closest place that I could take him out of sight of people?
There are a couple shops around. And there is just this. It almost looks like a bar. It's got the mug, like an inside out front, and it's just heavily overgrown. It doesn't have a door, but just vines.
Here are the Lavish Chateau. The Lavish Chateau is a little more of a hike. Bad.
I don't think he's. Okay. Are you guys going into the Viney Inn?
Yeah, I'm right here.
I was talking to you.
Oh, I didn't know you were talking to me. Sorry.
I said, here are the Lavish Chateau.
Here.
Okay.
Go to this random place.
Okay, so above the inn sign, it's called the Viney Inn. And you go through the vines, and it's just almost like a jungle. Like, that's got that kind of humidity, and there's all sorts of plant life around. And there's like 4 or 5 tables, but there's not really anybody in here. And there's an old Furbolg bartender. And in the back you can hear cooking, but sounds like it orc might be cooking. Because you're hearing grunty orc noises. But there's really, this time of day, there's nobody really in the shop. So the shop is essentially yours. You guys enter. Furbolg looks up. Welcome to the Viney Inn. Take a place, and we'll get right with you.
I have a seat at one of the tables.
Okay.
Man, do you have any experience with removing things like this?
Not here.
We're sitting at a random table now.
Yeah.
In an inn.
If you get the muzzle off, I can get my own pains off.
And wish our clerics here they actually experienced in this.
There is one lock, like right at the back of his jawline, that's holding the muzzle in place. And it's like a leather strap around the top of his head.
Could I cut it with a knife without hurting him?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, that's what I'll do then.
Alright, you cut it, pull the muzzle off. I assume you just dropped the muzzle to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
He, opens his mouth and just kind of blows fire out, and you just see the chain locks melting. He takes the chains off. Well, you are somebody I'd never expected to see again after...
By the way, I dropped the illusion and walked in here. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was implied.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure it was there, though.
But he looks at you. So tell me, how did you get out of slavery? Were you rescued, or did you get sold out?
It was a mutiny on the ship, and some of us got away. I thought he was one of them.
You were somebody I didn't expect to see after the mutiny.
You got away as well.
I was close, but I went and made sure everybody else was getting away, and then got hit in the back of the head. The Anchor King himself showed up after you left.
I had a run-in with him recently.
And then he killed everyone that was fleeing. So as far as I know, it's only me and you that survived.
Explains why he was so reticent when I ran into him recently.
Yeah, he's not one to forget. Grook. Take care in your dealings with him.
So, let me introduce you to my friend Van here. He is also one to escape servitude like ourselves.
I see.
Hello.
Well, like he said, the chains are only temporary and freedom is forever. It is only the way I was able to survive.
5, you said?
What'd you say?
He said it was the only way he was able to survive is keep repeating that mantra.
Ah, got you. Yes, only in our souls can we stay free. And only our physical selves could we be bound. Nothing truer must be said.
Technically bought me, so what now?
Here, I'm going to tip you for your time, for my aid. I hand him a gold. Your price is 1 gold. Go ahead and pay me it.
I would much rather buy a meal with this than pay you for my freedom.
I am giving you this, and then we can buy food amongst friends. We're going out in the town tonight. You want to come along?
I don't think that's a good idea. After that spell wears off, their captain's going to be mighty angry that he didn't get his product.
To be fair, he'll never know that spell left him. He will think it's his idea the entire time.
Still, their captain is not one to suffer fools, so more than likely you signed his death sentence, and then he'll be after me. So I think I'll be getting out of town here shortly.
I was going to suggest we go to the Lavish Chateau, because I don't think anyone would bother go there and cause a mess. Get you cleaned up first, of course.
Sounds like a good idea.
Van.
Yes.
I don't think I introduced my friend. Looking back at my notes to make sure I'm spelling it right. One moment. This is Zeke.
Pleasure to meet you.
He helped me make it through and get out of servitude of the Anger King.
Hello. It is a pleasure.
Zeke stands up. He looks over at the barkeep and asks him, "You got any rooms with a bath?" Furball looks, "There's a bathhouse out back here, and that's only 2 silver to use, and we got rooms right upstairs that are about 3 silver a night."
You would want to take a room at the Lavish Chateau tonight, my friend?
That's too public. Even if he doesn't cause trouble, I'd rather have a place where I can get out and get gone quickly. And here, close to the docks, I'll be able to slip aboard a ship and get out before they even know what's going on.
I figured you might want to head east or north from here instead of back out in the ocean.
Even though I'm copper, I was born for the sea and she for me. I hear Rumble Cusps is good this time of year. Thought I'd head there.
Oh, I've heard there's a really good bar there.
I wanted to go.
What do they serve?
Now looks like I'll have the chance to do it. I didn't think I'd ever have that.
It's a tiki bar by the volcano.
Good, good. Get a good tan or burn, whatever they say.
It's also where people go to get lost and stay lost. So
I hear there's a resort there now.
Oh. What's the name of this resort?
I don't quite remember. It's new-ish.
Might it be a...
Alright, so...
They do have here Traveler Con there often.
Very good, very good. We might get caught there eventually.
Are you guys ordering food here then?
Something light for us, but I'm ordering good food for him.
Okay, so you guys just get like a small like salad with like some,
Feta cheese.
I'm just ordering an ale.
Yeah.
All right.
I want a seltzer. No, I want a salad. Give me a salad. I'm hungry.
Okay, it's got like cranberries, macadamia nuts, and
Yeah.
some light cheese, and it's just like a really fruity, airy salad.
Zeke, my friend.
And the furball brings out the like meal for the Dragonborn, and it's just piled high with like beef cutlets and ham and all that stuff, and 3 ales, and he just starts digging in and tells the furball keep the ale coming.
Zeke, my friend. Ever thought about going to the oceans further west?
I might do that after Rumble Cusp, but I've got to go home and see if any of my family made it there. We said if we ever all got separated or something happened, we would meet in Rumble Cusp. Hopefully they went there.
If you feel like, look over at Van, traveling with us for a little while?
Maybe
Yeah.
Maybe if you're heading in that direction, I will.
We own a ship now. We could take you.
That's wonderful.
Van's okay with this.
Rumble Cusp, I hear, is a fun place. But I was going to suggest you visit Vestra, my home.
The water, sorry.
You should try the wave riding. It's really fun.
I might pick you up on
favorite
that.
pastime activity.
Let's just make it through the night, and we'll see where tomorrow holds.
Omar, you would probably know for your character a bit about the Water Ashari. They're, besides being druids and such, they have a habit of rescuing sailors from storms, monsters, and pirates regularly.
Do they surf?
They surf on skinboards, yeah.
That's yep. Those are my friends.
Water propelled. You use water to propel it faster. Magical pushback on water.
Those are my friends. I want one of those magic propelled.
I could arrange for that if we visit my home.
Alright.
Yep, I want one.
Like I said, let's make it through the night. I'm gonna go get a bath, clean up, and I'll meet you down here in about 10 to 15.
Sounds good. How much do I owe the people for all the food and his bath total?
The furball, overhearing what you did for him, said the meal was on him because he hates flavors as much as the next person, and he always loves seeing something good come out of the nasty business.
Since our captain of our ship said he might leave quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and use the sending stone now to make sure he does it.
Okay.
Captain, we might be needing to leave Nicodranus within the next day or so. We will be heading to Rumble Cusp, and we will be trying to dodge Anchor King notice.
You get back already pulled out, sailing around. We'll wait, come back in a day. Had to dodge Anchor King notice.
Okay, I can use the sending stone for the day.
So he will be back in the same spot in a day, but he had to leave because he saw the same 2 guys and saw the captain's ship like out in the ocean, and he didn't want to get noticed in the dock. not looking
So
good.
he has to come to the same exact spot.
He's gonna meet
Well,
us
yeah,
at the
that's where you
docks.
guys paid for.
Yeah, we paid for that parking space, so to speak.
Okay.
We can moor our ship there now, and we're the only ones that
Okay,
can't
so
for a little while.
time passes. He comes out. He's still dressed in the same ragged clothing, but he's a lot cleaner and looks in a lot better condition.
We should probably get you some new clothes before you head out.
Probably.
Yeah.
Do we know a place that sells clothes here? Either me or Omar's character?
Jester Lavore had a few businesses set up that do tailoring because she got tired of not having the perfect outfit for every occasion.
Is it near her art studio?
It is.
There's a lot of dicks on it?
One of the signs, and it's like, Lavore's suits for the gentleman.
Oh, of course it is.
And below, like, as you're
All her
looking,
pants
the
just look like
gentleman,
dicks.
the T is shaped like a dick.
Yep.
Nice.
I have a question. Would I have ever heard of Forge Trading Company? Is it that famous yet?
It is one of the premier trading companies in the world.
Were there any of his boats out in the docks when we came in?
Pretty much. Between here and Port Damali, you only use Forge Trading Company.
Okay.
So you've seen a lot of them.
Okay. Do you want to get some clothes, guys? Make yourselves look good in the town tonight?
Yeah, might as well. I like looking flashy, and put a collar on for a good reason.
I'll be quite happy to see whatever they can do with a turtle body. They hardly ever find clothes in this size.
Okay, so you guys are entering the shop?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you enter, you see rows, almost like department store style, on, just like, there's casual, there's business casual, and then there's, dinner date, full on tuxedo style.
Let's
And
go
then-
business casual with sneakers.
No, like 3-piece suits, like the whole kit and caboodle, all of it. Like the jackets with the tails and everything. And
what's its price range?
Yeah,
You're
like
assuming very high end just by the look of the racks.
what's the look that's Peaky Blinders?
What's in Zidane? What's in Nicodranus right now?
Yeah, there you go.
The style almost kind of like I want to say almost like a Industrial Revolution meets steampunk suit. I was pretty close. Clockwork fashion now.
It is pretty warm here. Do they have any cooler outfits?
The outfits, the suits are very breathable. They're made of the light fabric, kind of like just a light shirt. Very breathable fabrics are used, so they can still look like the fashion of the Empire without having all the heavy clothing of the Empire. Then they have a clearance rack, of course, that has your surfer guy outfits and stuff.
let's get a couple of changes of clothes if we can afford it.
Yeah, wanna.
I'm sure there's
So
no
you
price
walk
tags on
in-
these, are there?
Huh?
Are there price tags on these?
No, there's no price
I
tags.
didn't
These
think
all
so.
look like they're orders. Like, you look and it has a name and a date for pickup. So all these look like orders placed for.
Okay.
But you see I want to say a gnomish man standing in his undergarments almost, and there's a elf woman like going around and making measurements and stuff. And she finishes the last measurement. She goes, "Okay, I can have a suit ready for you. Just your size. Be about 1,300 gold and pick up in about 2 weeks." And Gnome is putting on his, trader's garb back on. And he goes, "Perfect." Hands her to 1,300 gold. And he just goes to leave. Looks at your Dragonborn friend. "Oh, you could seriously need this place." And gives you like 3 gold. Gives him 3 gold to purchase some clothing from the clearance rack.
I'm not sure we can afford this place, but I'm going to try my best to negotiate.
No, you also don't know what kind of suit he was getting either, so.
True enough. I'm going to approach the clerk, Taylor.
Okay. Yeah, the tailor is. She's a elf. Middle years for an elf. She's got almost like a dirty blonde hair. Long dirty blonde hair, slender build, and she's got, a tailor's hands, like, long fingers, good for sewing. And
what type of
vibrant
elf again?
green eyes.
What type of
That's
elf
fine.
again?
Huh?
What kind of elf is it?
She would be a high elf.
What was the last part about her eyes?
They're vibrant green,
Vibrant green.
like a deep forest green.
Hello, miss.
Oh, hello. Here for
we
are you a pickup, or would you be placing a commission?
Order possibly. My friend here's fallen upon rough times, and we need
I
to get him
see that.
in proper garments.
Every third Tuesday of the month we do a charity giveaway. That's in about 3 weeks. If you come back.
I'm willing to pay for his attire.
Okay. Are you sure you can afford it?
I'm trying to. Can I afford it? Do I think I can afford it? I have 56 gold in my pocket, and that's not nothing. Like, that's more than people make in a week.
Drop 1,300 like it was nothing.
Yeah, could have a fancy suit.
So what are we looking to do here? Like, what are we going for? I've got the clearance rack. Everything over there is 1 gold and under. Just suggested it, just in case we get the lower income people. Everything on the rack has been placed in order, and we really don't do off the rack sales, but I'm sure I could whip something up if you find something you like in your size. We do have a turtle section in the back.
Yeah, we've attacked everything about you.
Remember?
So my elf ass just walks up and cuts you off, right? Everything about you, and just stops you in your tracks. Listen here, we can't be having this.
We can't be having what?
You're not going to talk to my friend over here like that.
We come here to be serviced. Right?
And service
You have
be
no
for the
idea.
right price,
We've
right?
fallen upon hard times doesn't mean we're poor. We just don't know where our money is. We haven't accessed it yet. Doesn't
Regardless,
mean
they're
we don't
poor.
have money.
I jump into the thing. See, we are companions to a patron of Lady Lavore.
And you don't think I've heard that one before? Every person walking in here
I pull out the
Jester,
muffin that
has
Jester gave me.
been seen with Jester, is good friends with Jester, all looking for a cheap handout.
How about this? I produced the muffin.
Deep.
This was given to me by Lady Jester. Thank
Now,
you very
nobody's
much.
ever done that before.
And I'm gonna try to make a persuasion check because this is all true. I'm not lying.
Roll with advantage because she knows about the pastries. And so she's been told something like if people Jester's made contingencies and those pastries matter some significant
people.
amount.
Okay, I'm gonna use my guidance on myself as well.
Okay. Oh my god.
32.
Yeah,
This is what I'm good at.
you rolled a nat 20, didn't you?
I rolled a 19.
Okay. So, upon seeing the pastry, well, that does change a lot. See, she said if people come in with a certain pastry, that they were legitimately acquaintances of hers, and to treat them as such.
I take a bite
So-
of the pastry and put the rest back in my bag.
Smart man. So, he said whenever they present the pastry, to give them whatever they want. Within reason. So, I'm thinking within reason is one outfit for all three of you, and that will be sufficient, I believe.
Well, my friend here just needs a outfit to get by, but me and my friend here, gesturing the van, we are visiting the chateau this evening.
So you will best dress. Got it. Okay. You said your name was Van.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My name is
well,
Garuk.
Ah.
Of the Water Chart.
Okay. So Van, over there are the Elven racks for pickup. I know of one that's a few months out. Go see if you can find something that fits you. I have to take him to the back because all our portal outfits. It's a process.
Understood. Take your time.
Okay, so, and she points the Dragonborn to another rack for his species. And now that you're looking at it, every rack has a label, like a aisle above them, and it has the different species of people that come and go around Nicodranus. So all of these racks are for certain species, like high-end suits and stuff for certain species of people going to the lavish chateau and wanting to look the best.
When we are being brought to the back, I asked her, are there any other businesses in town that Lady Lavore is connected with? It's been a while since I have been here.
Well, there's the camp that Bernardo runs.
Oh, the adventure training children camp thing. Right?
Yeah, there's that. I still don't know why, but Every now and again, there's a good adventurer that pops out of there. There's also a potions shop of some sort, ran by a Caduceus.
Oh,
Or
not Beth's husband.
no, him and Caduceus kind of work the shop together. Caduceus brings down supplies that he can't readily get from up north, and they sell remedies and such that you just don't find around. So they've made quite a successful business of it. And then you have Bo and Yash's dojos.
Okay. They really.
And then there's also a supposedly a library of the Kobold Soul around here somewhere. After the whole debacle with the Mullymuck guy, I guess they put in a library around Nicodrana somewhere.
Want to
So
go to the
here-
library?
Eventually. But right now, what
Well,
I'm being fitted, I think I said
there
2 minutes.
is a rack, and instead of like a suit, you would think of it's shell decorations for your turtle shell to make it look audacious as you want it to be.
Does it look like anything kind of style people the Ashari, or is it more just like Nicodrana's attempt at making Tortle?
A lot of it is Nicodranas' attempt and her attempt to interpret Tortle culture. But there is one that sticks out that is very water Ashari. It looks like she may have gotten one of the water Ashari to come in and help her with it. What did you say one of your siblings' names were?
So let me double check because I don't want to say wrong thing because I had different versions of this. I want to verify really fast. Well, Wynn and Sally. Sally is a druid, and Jack's a wayfarer. Ranger.
Okay, so
His mother might have done it, and I never actually gave his mother a first name out. Like, I just call him Mom.
so this piece here was designed by Valesh. Lalesh. This here piece was designed by a lady named Lalesh, who said she had a turtle son, which confused the ever-living crap out of me. But, you know...
There's a big grin on his face. That would be my mother.
Ah, so she must have known you would eventually make your way here. So feel free to take your garment finally for pickup. And I can finally be rid of it. It's been here far too long.
You didn't even look on this one.
It was about 2,000 gold.
Oh. Yeah, no,
We had to pay her to design for us. Something about a donation to the Ashari or something of that nature. I don't know. But it was worth it. It was a beautiful piece. And we used that to inspire the rest of our turtle collection here.
That's what I'm going to go ahead and get.
Okay, so you get that van. What are you looking for?
Mom's turtle fancy outfit.
What are you looking for to make yourself look good there, Van. Van?
I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you heard me. I was like, what?
Honestly, I think something. You said steampunk, right? So
Yeah.
steampunk with kind of like suit. So let's think.
It's also very tropical too.
Oh, we're hot. Shit. Okay, so top hat, monocle, no shirt, Speedo. Done. Yep, that's what we got.
So, all the suits are made of a light, airy fabric.
Perfect.
Almost like spider silk, almost.
That's expensive. That's nice.
Yeah. The gentleman definitely launders money through here.
Yeah, not shocked. My character wouldn't know who that is, but the player totally does.
So, okay, so you get this top hat. It's got like the clockwork design. It's got like a clockwork dragon wrapping around it. Like
Okay.
it'll start
Would
at
it
the
have
top and spiral
a
down.
feather in it?
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's got a phoenix feather on it.
Ooh, I like that.
Your suit is like in Nicodranus, it's more tropical, so you don't get your like slate gray suits and stuff like that. Like there are those,
At level
but
5 now, thank you.
there's all manner of colors. So you would find one in your favorite like color, whatever that may be. And it's fits you better than you thought it should. It almost like forms to your body when you put it on.
Oh, nice.
So it doesn't
It's like a glove.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's got an enchantment on it that will fit to you, fit to whoever puts it on.
Very,
But
very
once
expensive.
once it's worn one time, that's the only person that can wear the suit. It will not work for anybody else.
GM, just so you know, there's a goal of mine, just to get a glamored outfit. Not armor, just a glamored outfit.
Gonna layer our armor, baby. What's up?
Well, yeah, every kid.
So it's kind of like this. I don't know. What's your favorite like tropical colors here? So I can work with this.
Aqua.
Yeah.
Green.
Okay, so it's
And then
very, very like foresty green around like the top and the mantle, and it flows into like this vibrant, almost like I want to say like neon green, but like not neon green. It's just got that brightness to it.
okay.
Like, and then the pants are, you know, just dark, vibrant greens and almost kind of look like I want to say like leaves that wrap around the legs. So it gives off a very wood, like high elf suit. And she comes out, and the Dragonborn is somehow found the only set of chainmail there, because apparently they do armor as well. And he found a chainmail armor set with a monocle. And she looks your group down and she says, well, it's a far sight better than when you came in. So do give Jester our best and tell her we took care of her friends. And then you see two guys walking in, and she goes, well, if you'll excuse me, gentlemen, I have some business to attend to.
GM, what is the full description of my outfit?
Okay, so I don't know much about the water Ashari, but it's very, like, Polynesian, like, wavy, like that, Polynesian art style. And there's trees, like little... Yeah.
Lots of shells, I'm sure, incorporated.
Yeah, lots of... And the centerpiece is like a conch shell, almost. Like a flat, like, they took a conch shell and just shaved off the rest and just put the front of it on there so it would fit.
So like I have like almost a loose fitting robe of like shells and other like fabrics you can make from like the sea.
Like baubles and stuff like that.
Scales like from fish and shit.
Yeah, like starfish and scales from like bigger fish.
So this definitely shimmers at.
And yeah, and at the shoulder there are two dragon turtle teeth that hang over.
That sounds really awesome.
Hey, best dress for this event, right?
Oh, yeah, and I'm definitely showing up as a bard right now. Like glimmer and glimmer.
So, you see these two gentlemen, slate gray suits, bowler hats, walk in with a couple bags that look like they're can hold way more than they should.
That's at the top of my list at some point.
And they look you guys up and down. If you will please excuse us, the shop is now closed for the day. We have some business to attend to. And they point you all at the door, and their body language is saying, please get the fuck out before we hurt you.
Pick up on that and leave.
Alright. Van, what are you doing, buddy? You gonna leave like
Yep.
they said? Okay. And Dragonborn just keeps his head down and follows group right out. Then Zeke looks at you. You've made some pretty powerful friends, it looks like.
No, I didn't. Our companion is literally a patron of hers. She's just busy right now.
Ah.
They're doing something, and I don't want to know what.
I understand that. Well, what else do we gotta do today before the event? You can keep going around the city and exploring, or we can jump right to the lavish chateau.
As a player, I'd like to hit up every store that Jester is associated with and see how far it gets the stock to go before it goes down.
Go.
Okay. So where are you going next?
Alchemy shop, so we can get some potions possibly.
Okay, so you go up a tier, and as you exit the lift, this tier is very more industrialized. Like, it looks like it's the market district. There's a lot more specialized shops. You see the blacksmiths working out of here. And at the far end of the first street, you see, was his last name, Clay?
Caduceus Clay, yeah.
Yeah. You see, Bernardo and Clay, alchemical mixtures. And then you get the little alchemy symbol with the, like the beaker bottle with the smoke.
So let's go with. You need some healing potions. The cleric's not here just in case you get in trouble.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
As you walk in, it's your typical alchemy shop. There's a bunch of plants and stuff hanging from the ceiling in various states of drying out and such. But as you look to your left and right, you see like shelves and shelves of various potions. One shelf is is labeled invisibilities of all sizes. Another one is healing. The others are various poisons.
Actually, we have to guess.
No, every one of them is meticulously labeled and priced. Because unlike Veth and Jester, her husband does not like the chaos. He likes everybody to know what they're getting.
I have a dumb question.
Yes.
I doubt it. Are there any vials of almost like silver with gold flaps inside it? The answer is probably no, because I don't think I'll sell them to anyone.
You see, give me a perception check. We'll see if you can see it.
Okay, I will be using my guidance. I am not amazing at perception.
32 on persuasion. It's my
Can you
Persuasion
cast guidance on me?
Natural 1, so I'm not going to keep going.
You look directly at the floor.
For a 5, yeah, I'm not shocked.
Can you cast it
Van,
on me?
if you want to make a perception check, Van, go ahead.
I can only have it on one at a time, unfortunately.
Dang it. Okay, I will roll it, and I will have it at 13.
Okay, so Van, you see behind the shop counter, there is a case, and it's got 2 heavy locks on it, and you see 3 vials, and
What does
each
proficiency
vial
mean?
is labeled
Proficiency means that in that calculation of numbers, you're going to add your proficiency modifier to it, plus whatever ability modifier it is. So the numbers total are already up to it for you.
Oh, okay.
So you see they're just labeled Potion of Possibilities. And you see the price tag as 2,500 gold.
Let's do
We
rewrite
can't
reality.
afford it.
Let's do rewrite reality. I'm not shocked.
So yeah, you can definitely find whatever potion you're renting.
How much are, like, health potions?
There is a whole aisle of health potions of varying sizes.
Okay, very good.
I
need a couple for, like, 30 health points and...
Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way in D&D. They're dice-based.
Okay,
Yep.
so then let's go.
The smallest one
for
is 2d4 plus 2,
2d4.
which normally costs 50 gold.
How much gold do I have?
Do you remember what her son's name was?
Picture my head just like road.
Yeah.
Oh, I see how much gold I have. Okay.
I believe the name was Luke, wasn't it?
Luke. Yeah.
Spelled weird though. I think it's like spelled like L-U-K or L-U-C.
Yeah. So you guys are looking around, and then you see a halfling man pop up from around the shop counter, And he goes, "Oh, hi, how you doing? Name's Luke. I run Bernato and Clay's alchemical mixtures. My dad and Caduceus usually do all the mixing, but I do all the selling. So how can I help you?"
Oh, we are acquaintances of Jester. And
Uh-huh.
oh my, pulls out a muffin.
The muffin. She said that she would give anybody she's comfortable with a muffin.
Was it changed for a lollipop?
That sounds like Jester. Yep. Okay.
So you can help us out some way.
Yeah. What can we help you with?
Ben, you need first, and then I'll worry about what I need.
So I'm looking for some health potions. I'm trying to cover down for the entire party. I will cover down for the entire party for health potions. Okay.
We have anything from your basic health potions, starting for Jester's friends at about 15 gold a pop, all the way up to the greatest healing potion. It's called. Well, no. My dad actually made one further. It's called a max, is what they call it.
What do you got up to 15 gold? What does that do?
Though it's just your basic healing potions. So
they updated the healing potion. Apparently, it's now 44 plus 4.
There you go. So that's your basic healing potion.
They've doubled it.
The max one, they are just
you roll 4d4
out.
So
you drink it and you get the max one he's talking about. You just rolling out. You drink it, you're automatically restored to full health. There is no roll for it.
Okay.
But that one, Dad says it takes a lot of time and effort to make. So if we could sell it at a higher price, it would probably be good. So we're pricing that one at about 300 gold.
Oh.
That's it? Wait. Normally a secure health potion costs several thousand gold.
Well, this is also for Jester's friends.
How much money do you have on you, man?
I look over to him and I'm like, I just shake my head.
Would you take some things in trade by chance?
Oh, well, that depends on what you got to trade.
I lay down both firearms we collected from the Anger King's people.
I have an extra firearm I lay down.
For that. That's a new model, isn't it?
All three. Yeah.
I have.
Yeah. I can give you one max for all three. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can agree to that.
We're not using them. Does that make sense?
Okay. Well, kind of make up for it because I like to do fair trade 3L3. I'll give you 2 of these regular healing potions as well.
2 regular and 1 that, no matter how high level we get, just brings you back to full.
Yeah.
Okay, so
now, if I was selling it to not Jester's friends, that thing would be close to 300,000 gold.
3 reg potions, 1 what? Superior?
Yeah, who wants to hold on to certain things?
I'll keep the potions as a backup for the medics.
Okay. You said your name was Luke?
Yeah.
Luke, do you by chance have any
I'm not done with him. I still want to buy another regular potion. I will actually still take advantage
we can get that going. How many regulars did you need?
I only have 22 gold. I will buy that one of them for 17.
Okay.
I think 3d4, you said? 3d4 rolls? 4d4 rolls.
Plus 4.
Plus 4 is still a good chunk of health.
Yeah, it can go up to, I think, 20 at the very most, and at least it is 18.
3, and then I got a minus 17 gold.
So, Master Luke, would you by chance know of the
Kim.
one in town that works with Mistress Lore? Could possibly get us something to hold more things than we normally would be able to carry.
Oh yeah. Are you talking about the special bags?
Bags, holes, backpacks, whatever they got. I'm not a geek.
I'm pretty sure my mom's old one is in the back. If you want to make another trade, if you have any more firearms.
Unfortunately, we do not have any more firearms per se.
Mom doesn't let me have guns anymore after the last incident, so this is awesome.
We do not get from us.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we do not have any more firearms. Sorry, exactly to say.
Okay. What else you got then?
Well, I do have some gold. But I do. Inventory. Not because I gave most of the rest of the stuff to everyone else.
What are you looking for? What are you trying to
see
grab?
if I'm trying to trade for a bag of holding for us.
Bag of holding?
Yeah, it's a bag that holds 500 cubic feet of stuff, or 500 pounds, whatever happens first, and it only weighs 10 pounds.
Well, okay, so I have a backpack that we could get rid of. Possibly trade out.
For something nice to trade for a bag of holding.
And what are you looking for specifically?
He's looking for anything firearm related.
I want bullets for the guns that I didn't give him.
Yeah, those would definitely work.
But you need ammo for those.
How about arrows?
I was gonna make my own, but yeah, I would love some to start.
I believe it's the kind where the black powder is already in the musket holes. I think it's called.
Ooh, that's cool. Well, tell you what. You give me the ammo and 10 gold in the bag's yours. Okay, so
We now have an item that can carry our entire party inventory for the long haul.
he grabs the bag of holding and gives it to you.
Okay. Were there any other shops that were related to her before we leave here when I go looking inside holding to see if she forgot anything inside?
There was the dojos and Beth's day camp.
Don't care about any of this. There's also the
Yeah.
We'll work at the bookstore later. I want to see what's in the bag already, but not here.
Okay, so I will handle that off stream with you.
Okay? Because maybe not, but maybe something.
I'm going to roll for it a little later, and I will let you know.
Hey,
Okay, so
it could be the flask that has infinite cherry in it.
Could be, could not be. Who knows?
Then can we swing by the bookshop?
Sure.
So, Ben, have you ever read any of the... What was it called? I'm trying to see if my character remembers this before I pop it out. You know what book I'm talking about, right?
Is it the smart book she was reading?
Uh-huh.
I don't remember the name of it now.
It actually just came out in real life, too.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they had it published recently.
Oh, that's awesome!
And they also had children's stories published in Zinnian.
Oh, that's hilarious! Oh.
What was it I used to know it. Now I have to look it up.
Oh,
Oh, Tesla. That's what it was.
yeah.
No. Oh.
Educational on different things you can do in the bedroom.
Oh.
Okay. So,
But yeah, I go by a bookstore just in general.
Okay.
Reading the books there.
So now we're going to the bookstore. Get
It's a
the
shopping episode.
rendition of.
I'm actually
The
looking for a
Gamble.
particular other book, but Tesla would be hilarious to have as well.
so there's a whole shelf of Tusk because Jester wanted to make sure everybody could read it.
I'm looking for one of two books besides Tesla.
Okay.
Book one I would like to get is what's it called? Darian Darrington's Legendary Adventures,
Okay.
and I would like to get a copy of Scanlan Sherholt's Adventures with Fox Mafia.
Oh, okay.
He is a fanboy. He met them as a kid, so he really wants these books. They have.
They have Scanlan's, but he said if you check back in a few weeks, he might have the other one.
And Tesla, of course. How much they charge me? I want to pre-order that one too.
Tusk Glove is on the shelf. Jester hands them out for free. She just has them magically remade every single day. The shopkeeper is quite annoyed with it because she had the bookshelf enchanted that when you take a book, it replaces the book with a brand new copy out of thin air. So it's a never-ending bookshelf.
For since Appleseed is not here, I just bought for Tusk Glove as a pre-order. I'm gonna see her face turn right when I hand it to her. Relationship goals.
He charges 1 gold for the other book.
Okay. Do you want any books here? There's really great stories in these.
They don't sound bad at all. What do you suggest aside from Tesla Love?
GM, what books do we have here? Like, is it just fiction and non-fiction, or do we also have magic book variety as well?
There doesn't appear to be any magical books here, but in one section you find Widowgast's art of flame and dunamancy.
I have a question for my GM right now.
Uh-huh.
In the Wild Mount book, it says that other classes besides the wizard can get a hold of dunamancy. The GM allows. If I buy this book, can I start adding dunamancy spells to the bard list?
You would have to buy it and find out.
I'll buy it right now.
What is it?
bartender, the shopkeep.
So dunamancy is time and gravity manipulation magic.
Okay.
So you can rewrite reality the higher powerful spell. Lower powerful spells can make minor tweaks to reality, like make people slower because they can't stand up on their own, type of thing.
The
that makes
shopkeeper
more
looks
sense.
at the book and looks at you and says he has no idea where that book comes from. That's not his to sell. That you must have dropped it out of your pack. He doesn't know. It's not his.
Make an insight check to see if this guy's lying,
Okay.
because that doesn't sound suspicious at all.
Well, roll insight.
And if he fails, I'm gonna do it right after him.
It's only 12.
Okay. Ben, if you want to, go ahead.
22.
Your insight's so much better than mine. I don't know why I want to just give you guys to do it from now on.
He rolled an nat 20 on his check. I'm not going to tell you which, but you both believe him.
Okay.
So he just says, go ahead and take it. It doesn't look like it's worth anything anyway. It looks very beat up and old.
I want to put this out there for you, but the ultimate version of this character, I wanted him to study under Caleb.
I figured. Caleb's one of my favorite characters as well.
I'm trying to see if I can afford to get a hold of his statue. It's so expensive.
Dude, it would be cool. So do you open the book, or are you going to put it
Not here. I'm putting it in the bag holding.
Okay. As you drop the book in, you just hear a tink, tink, tink.
I reach in and grab the book again. Is it still there?
Yeah, the book's still there.
Keep my hand in there. Is the bag trying to eat me?
No,
Okay.
you brushed across something metal in there, though.
I thought things were isolated from each other, but you never know in this world. I'll worry about that later. I swear to God, I'm stopping on while we're all dead. Actually, we are in that town, aren't we?
Yeah, you are.
I'll stream. I'll tell you what that means, Omar.
Alright.
So we want to any books that keep me interested in you?
They have all manner of books. It's player's choice on what they're looking for.
Kind of book you look fiction, non-fiction, combat, training book.
That sounds pretty good. Anything that could teach me any extra skills.
That's a jam call for downtime.
Hold on. I'm trying to think of Liam's other character in the campaign 3.
Campaign Liam's other character would be Warren of the Air Shark.
Yeah.
Have his jacket.
So there's a book, several books. Orin's tips and tricks to battle mastery. And then there's another book that just says bonk, haha, Grog wrote a book.
Oh my God.
Well, I want that one, of course. Let's take all of them.
Okay, so you take both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Duh. Why wouldn't I?
He looks at him and 10 silver for Orange book and 25 for Grog's, because it's actually a really good read.
Alright, fair enough. Let's do it.
Alright.
Can I do
So the
a...
total is 35 silver.
deal. I have no idea what that translates into gold, but I just figured that.
1 gold is 10 silver. Think
Gold
metric
is 10
system.
silver. Okay, fair enough.
So 3.5 gold.
Got it.
Okay, is there anything else?
Do we want to do anything else in town? Like look at weapons or anything else?
I'm pretty capped on gold.
I have a little bit left. We just hold on to it and worry about it later.
Up to you. What you want to do?
I don't need magic. I mean, I don't need items as much as I have magic. You're the one that is much more about the weapons. Do you want to try to
Yeah,
find
we
something
can.
here?
Do you want? I would like to check it out at the very least. Yeah, let's go see if we've got upgrades at the very least. Blacksmith.
The weapon will not help us at the blacksmith, unfortunately.
Nope.
What's up?
Weapon will not help us at the blacksmith.
My internet got a little slow for a second.
I noticed you're missing words because
Yeah, you're a robot right now.
want to try to reconnect and see if that fixes it.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Robot.
While the comments bounce back and forth. That's hilarious. All I gotta say, Grog wrote a book.
Yeah, all it says is bonk, haha, Grog wrote a book.
All of us are just Omar. Explorer.
Okay.
There he is. Yeah, that's better.
It's better now?
Yeah.
Explorer was talking about it in chat.
Oh.
Oh, so it's not on my side then.
Now you sound clear to us. And both me and you sound clear to each other, but it was also apparently stuttering for Explorer too.
Okay.
Huh.
I still sound rough? Do I sound rough to you too?
No?
No, you sound good to me. It might be an output over.
I'll fix that in mind. You continue to talk while I investigate me.
Okay, so, yeah, is there anything else you guys want to do for the day, or are we ending in the...
He's looking at the blacksmith, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, blacksmith. So, you get to the blacksmith, there's a scrawny-looking human just trying his best to pound away, like, it looks like he's forming a dagger, and then in the back, more towards the root, like, actual forge, is the beefiest dwarf you've ever laid eyes upon. No, sir. He's just pounding away with his hammer. He's got a long beard. He's got it's bright, like red, and it's got braids all the way down on both sides. And he just has about a 2-foot tall mohawk going all the way back.
Very cool. I like this guy's sweet choice and style. Very metal.
And he's just you see he's got a sword that looks like it's about 4 times too big for him, and he's just boom, 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 pounding away at it, putting it in the water.
Yes, please. What?
The scrawny human looks up.
What's your checks at for negotiation? Yeah, please negotiate.
Hey, boss, we got some customers. I heard him. And he puts the big sword in the water.
Tell you what I need right now before you do it.
Cooling. And he goes and he hands it. He hands the still hot blade handle to his apprentice, and his apprentice immediately falls to the ground because the blade is so heavy, and he starts dragging it, visibly struggling to drag the blade.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know
That's
why you
useless.
make these weapons for the giants. They're not giants, they're just Goliath. Come on now, you can carry it. Top two. What can I do for you, gentlemen? What they're looking for? I do say I don't have any tortle armor. This is very hard to make.
No, sir. We're looking for weapons. I need new weapons. Mine are getting kind of dull, and I rely on them.
Well, I can definitely sharpen them for you if you don't want to buy new ones, and might be a fair bit cheaper for you.
Yes.
What are we looking at here? Lay out your arms. Okay. So, here, what are you looking for then,
Yes,
lad?
Stop missing Pokemon.
I got broadswords, straight swords, curved swords. What you looking for?
Replacement for my. Ooh. We should upgrade these swords, shouldn't
If we can. I'm.
Can you do such a fine work, sir?
So, do you want me just to sharpen your blades, or do you want to actually trade in the blades for new blades?
Can you upgrade them?
We can upgrade for a smaller fee, but I'll definitely do that for you.
I would like to have some maintenance done on my my family's blade, and he pulls out a moonstone scimitar.
Okay.
Yay, common items. Common magical items.
You see a twinkle in his eye, and he looks really giddy.
I suspect there's probably some sort of Ashari, like, filigree on it somehow.
I know that blade. I worked on that blade. It would be an honor to resharpen it for you more further use.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that. How do you know
what?
How do you know this blade?
Because I'm the one that made it, boy.
Oh, this was my father's blade.
Yeah. And his father before him.
You don't question why an elf has a son that's a turtle?
Do you question everybody you come across?
No.
Okay,
Better
then.
stories that way.
Valid.
I assume he had a reason for taking you in, and you were good people.
I mean, I was but a shellling at that point, but yes.
He saw a need, saw a child in need at that, and that's all I need to know.
Well, thank you for sharpening my blade.
He grabs it, and
Sorry,
he
it's
puts it off
moon
the side.
touched, not
The
moonstone.
apprentice tries to go and grab it, and he just swats his hand, almost breaking it, and he's like, "No one touches that blade but me, boy."
Oh, okay. I mean, it's just a moon-touched sword, is it not?
I made the blade. I sharpened the blade. I maintain the blade.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right.
Apparently, this man knows how to work with moon-touched weaponry. Vaughn. They're not
Can
very
you possibly?
spectacular.
Have you heard of Uthodurn before?
Have I heard of Uthodurn? I don't know. What check would that be for either of us?
History.
Let's see if I know it. Omar, you want to see if you know it?
Yes.
Because the person who was our walking history check is currently not with us today.
12 for me.
18 with my ability.
Okay. Uthodurn is a place where dwarves and elves live in harmony together. After an elvish city fell, during, I think, the start of the Calamity. And, that is where he is from, and he has learned several elvish techniques along with his dwarven forging technique. So he is very good with all manner of weaponry.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to butter him up right now. Only the master forgers come from there, of course. They are some of the best in the land, merging both dwarven and elven techniques into something new.
I can trace my roots all the way back to the first ancestors there, so long line we have coming out of Uthodurn, and this is just another one.
I mean, I'm sure that there's probably still some of your people that were alive back when you were 2 peoples. Where it's not been that long, has it?
It has been an age.
I'm gonna nudge Van and whisper in his ear. This guy's a master smith. This is gonna be expensive, but it's all very good quality here.
All right, sir. You want to bring out your weapons? We'll see what we can do for you.
Okay. So I slowly pull everything. We start with a short sword because that's my lead weapon.
Okay.
My short sword.
Very
This is
good.
how we take it out too.
All
Sorry.
right, he'll take your short sword.
Yes, you work with Moonstone, I hear.
Moon-touched blades, to be exact.
More than 2.
Yes.
Moon-
Only the creation is a well-guarded secret, so if you're looking to get these moon touched, I would tell you to come back in about a month's time. That is when we can get the best result. Oh no. Everything, I can't hear anybody now.
Neither of us are talking. I was waiting for you to finish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
What would be the price of this blade? Bear in mind it's a common magical item. So normally they're under 300, 300 being the very upper end.
To get the blades moon touched in about a month, we run a special, no more than 35, 40 gold a piece.
And how would I get the product delivered to me? Courier service. Pay on delivery, I hope.
I've never done a delivery. It's just always been leave the weapon here and come back and get it. So we can work on something.
Well, this is a major port. We could always come back. Unless you have one of those blades on hand by chance. Short swords are fairly common.
I have a moon-touched longsword, a moon-touched greatsword, and a moon-touched scimitar as of right now.
You do use a scimitar, my friend.
We do.
So, just to let you know what Moon Touch does. Moon Touch is considered a magical weapon for the purposes of bypassing magical damage reduction. And at the will of the user, it begins to glow like the moon and will illuminate an area out to 20 feet around you.
What other special magical items or abilities do you have or contain within your shop?
You see on the, like, near where he was working, there hangs a very well decorated and inlaid weapon.
I'm looking at it.
Give me a history check.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass him guidance, and I'm gonna say, this place is really great. I think this would be the best for you. This is a great place. And Bardic Inspiration. So I give you a D4 and a D6.
Okay. So
Add to
I
it.
did the
Add the D4 and then add the D6.
A silvered
there's
weapon
the
is
19, and here's the D4 and D6.
Okay.
So-
So
Let's see.
you
26.
know the weapon. It is a Holy Avenger. It is a blade that the dwarf carried into battle for many a year in the name of Palor.
He worships Palor as a dwarf?
Yep. He once was a paladin of Palor.
Oh, okay. The Allfather apparently lost one of his chosen.
Very cool.
So, as a player, I would like to tell you that a Holy Avenger is a weapon only carried by Paladin, and is one of the most powerful weapons that's non-legendary.
So can we get a hold of this weapon?
I'm not a Paladin, I
Uh,
can't use it.
I can't use it either, right? So
No.
I mean, in theory, I could take a
that-
level in
that-
Paladin.
That blade is not for sale. That is a reminder of days gone by and of much, much harder times. So,
all right.
what?
So
Silvered weapons also are common magic items, too.
What is it?
Silvered. You know, things for
Um,
hurting, like, werewolves?
Yeah.
so back to the question. What
You
other?
see that he also says he has some that are so touched by the fire that when you make a hit with one, it passes on the burning flame. So it's a +2 longsword of fire that does 2d6 fire damage as well.
That's pretty cool.
You're not. You can't
We're
use a
looking
longsword
for
well.
short swords.
Yeah, scimitars. Because you're a
Short
dex
sword,
bait.
scimitar,
Rapier.
He only
dagger,
he has a keen dagger.
longbow.
It's just looks like a very sharp dagger. He has the moon touched scimitar, but that's all he has for that. But he does have a few katanas. What are those fucking things called?
Short swords.
Hankazashis.
No, cutlasses. Sorry.
Oh, so like rapiers.
Yeah, I was thinking of pyro weapons, but I couldn't remember it. He has a few cutlasses that look like they drip ice. And he has one short sword that looks plain as can be, but he says can cut through any metal.
I want it. Sounds like okay. So can I use perception on it? Cast perception on it.
You can give me an Arcana check on it.
My guidance is still working. You get a D4 on this.
Okay. All right, Arcana it is. Let's do that, and then I should have put it with the D4.
You do
Which
not know anything
Yeah, that
about
did
it.
nothing.
It just looks like a normal short sword.
He said it was
Okay.
non-magical, he said?
No,
That
he
it
didn't
cut
say it
through
wasn't
all armor.
non-magical. He just said it could cut through just about any armor you could think of.
What
Can I
you
take
tell
a
me
look at
about
it?
Huh? What'd you say?
You first.
He pulls it down. He pulls out one of his armor pieces, the full plate that he was finishing up, and he swings the short sword, and it cuts through it like paper.
Cool. Okay, I want this.
May I take a look at it for about a moment?
Sure. Hand you the blade.
I cast Identify.
It is a +3. It has Keen and Vorpal on it.
I'm gonna make a deception check to hide the look on my face.
So what are you doing?
I roll a natural 1. My face looks like its jaws dropped open.
He grabs the blade back, and that's the proper respect it deserves.
So, how do we get a hold of this, and how much does it cost?
Well, I'll tell you what. I've been looking for weapons. Would you be willing to part with one of your daggers, a short sword, and your scimitar for this blade?
Or one blade.
No, but I will give you my studded leather, my short sword, and my dagger.
Oh, that's right. You're wearing new armor. That's right. You're wearing the armor of Mariner.
Yeah.
That's a fair trade. Could you throw in possibly 5 gold on top of that? Because I'm not getting all the blades.
I have a question for the
No.
GM. When I cast Identify, did I catch if that was cursed or not? It's GM's call whether or not curse shows up.
It is slightly cursed.
I go, my dear friend, do I know what the curse is or do I not know details?
Identify.
It's up to the GM because it normally tells me every property about the weapon or about the item, but things can be hidden by a GM.
Takes a small amount of health for each time you strike through some armor.
So I'll say, isn't that a reverse? I'll say this out loud, but isn't that a reverse soul drinker?
You got that, did you? It wasn't mine, but I received the blade in trade, and I was not willing to, every time I say something about it, they put it back and they never touch it again.
Just so you know, Van, that will sap some of your life force away every time you use it to cut through metal.
How much life?
I don't know. I don't know how strong the enchantment is.
I have used it a few times, and it's very minimal. You almost don't feel it.
Do we trust him?
First off, what is the worst that it's ever done?
Perception check.
Insight, actually.
He looked back at the apprentice, And he looks at you and he goes, "You see the apprentice there?
Uh-huh.
He was once almost as big as a Goliath. And I got my arm stuck in some molten metal. And he used it to cut the metal after it had cooled to get my arm out."
I'm gonna make an insight on this too. But
Yeah, that was my insight with the advantage that you gave me before.
the D4.
Okay.
I got a natural 20, so 21.
He is telling the absolute truth.
Up to you, my friend. I wouldn't take that risk.
But
Okay, so using insight.
It was.
So you.
When he
If
was. If you use it, yes.
If I use insight, can I figure out exactly how much life I would use each swing?
No. That is
A test and see.
something you gotta test, honestly. But he said the metal, it was pretty much, he had to cut through, like, a whole anvil plus full plate armor, that had fallen on his arm. So it was, like, extremely thick steel that he had to cut all the way through.
So it sounds like it's dependent on how thick of a thing you're trying to cut into, how much of how much of your life force is pulling with it.
Yeah.
And considering he said he was buff, I suspect it's also taking more than just hit points.
It actually does not touch your hit points.
It touches your strength score, doesn't it?
It does.
So you're absorbing your
Every
ability.
time you cut through, if you cut through about 17 or 18-ish, around that area, you lose a whole point in your strength.
Permanently?
We're good. So, like, my +3 will go to +2.
No. Well, you're right now, not your dexterity, your strength score.
So my 10
will go to a 9. Which makes you have a -1 modifier.
How would I use that?
It's risk reward. It's got a really powerful enchantment to do a lot of stuff, but it comes at a huge risk.
So it's like we hold on to this and pull it out to like gank somebody really, really bad, and then.
If you were a rogue, I'd say go for it, because that'd be amazing. Because they don't use strength at all. But it could kill you. Like, if your strength drops below 3, you can't breathe. Your lungs don't expand.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
So you got like 6, or like what? 7 points to play with there?
Well, this doesn't. Okay, so. I think we just
walk away.
We go ahead and keep our things. We don't go ahead and act all greedy.
Yeah.
All right, I understand. It is
thanks, bartender.
Definitely something to think about with this blade, but if ever you change your mind, I am sure it will still be here.
Do we have any magic to lift, like said curse?
We don't. No, we don't have access to it. Only a wizard could do that, and it has to be at least a level 5 wizard and have to know the spell. Your friend that made the character, he didn't pick that spell, but he could have. But it may not work on that weapon either, though. Because curses are finicky in D&D. You could cast curse and remove a curse, and that might work. But if it's a more complicated curse, we have to get certain things to release it. GM call on what that is.
Like witch's hair.
Something like that. Butt hair of a satyr. Scrotum hair of a satyr.
Foreskin of a, I don't know.
A whale.
A whale foreskin. Okay. So, we found, do you have longbows? Or are you just primarily making long swords that I can't carry?
I am primarily just bladed weaponry.
Great. So you've got
If
nothing.
you go down the street, there's a Fletcher who also makes arrow bows. Very fine quality. Will be more than happy to help you out. I do know that he doesn't carry any magical ones. Just
No, that's
your
good.
average bows.
Perfect. I've got an average great longbow. That's gonna work well enough for me right now. I don't mean to insult you or anything, but you really've got nothing for me, do you? Just that scimitar, and I don't think
just,
good.
I can, like I said, I can sharpen up your blades, or you can.
Upgrade them, maybe
Yeah.
give them a +1 or whatnot. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do that with the short sword then.
All right.
Yeah.
And since you weren't angry at me for not telling you about the curse, the first one's on me.
Well, bygones be bygones. You did help out in the end, I guess. And you are a paladin, right?
Yeah.
Used to be. No longer.
Okay, I understand what that means.
I was put in a position that I wasn't willing to cross that line for any god.
Would that make you an oath breaker then?
Most call me that, but I wasn't willing to sacrifice my son.
Seems absolutely reasonable to me.
And after that, I denounced Palor and went back to the Dawnfather, and the
Palor
blade
is a Dawnfather. You mean the Allfather? Allhammer?
Yeah. Sorry, I was in a different game there. I went back to the Allhammer, and that blade has remained just a decoration ever since. Seems like no power but Palor's could power it.
I mean, wouldn't any paladin be able to power that?
You would think, but not that blade.
So can I help you with one of your crafts by chance?
Sure?
Cool. What I'm gonna do is the following things to this guy while he's forging before we walk out.
Okay.
I'm gonna sink a bunch of things into him real quick. Because I like him.
Okay.
First things first, I'm gonna go ahead and tell him he's the best smith I've ever seen, giving him bardic inspiration, casting guidance on him, and Van, try to hit me for a second.
Spank you?
Try to.
Okay.
You can choose to just take the hit and not have to make an attack roll.
No, I want him to try to hit me. That's the important part.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Unarmed strike.
silvery barbs him, and to give the guy advantage on his next thing he's doing.
There you go.
So he's got advantage, bardic inspiration of a d6, and guidance for the next minute.
Okay, so he feels extremely inspired and is laughing gleefully.
And I haven't mentioned this to the party. The guidance, when I use it, it's normally a clerical spell, but mine's from a druid type of thing, so it's almost like a green aura of nature itself is guiding the action.
Pokemon.
So he upgrades all your weapons. So any non-magical blades you have are now +1, and any other +1 blades you had are now up to +2, and have taken on a very keen quality.
What about my common magic item that doesn't have +1, but it just makes light?
Your moon?
Yeah.
I said any magical.
So it's magical.
Weaponry.
Yeah.
So it goes to a +2.
Even though it didn't have
and it
+1 to
gains
start with?
keen. Yeah.
Okay.
Just jumps to +2 and gains keen.
Sounds great. I must have gave him one heck of a boost.
Wait,
He
you
was-
said +2 and gains keen for all
Yeah.
of them? Or +1
For
and
any
gains keen?
magical weapon that you had beforehand,
Which you didn't
That-
have one.
any non-magical weapon, it
Magical.
becomes a +1 magical weapon.
+1 magical with keen.
No, your
Yeah.
keen was it for all the +1s have keen too?
No, just the +2s.
Okay, so you didn't have a magical weapon to start with. So all of yours would be +1.
+1 magical.
Yeah, and my apparently Moon Touch sword is +2 and keen, which I gotta figure out how to put in this thing.
So instead of you know how a creature will have resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage?
Mm-hmm.
Your weapons now, Omar, will ignore that because they're magical instead of non-magical.
They actually got rid of that distinction between the two now.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's stupid. I liked it.
Okay.
No, sorry, you didn't catch that.
Huh?
Pokemon.
Oh. I don't I never catch my own Pokemon, but I'm in yours I catch things.
I don't catch anything good at it anymore. Just give me all shitty Pokemon.
Well, I will figure out how to add this later. Because I know how.
Go ahead and give me a perception check, both of you. Straight rolls, by the way.
Straight perception check.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
No bonus?
Mine's active on the guy right now, so no, not for me. 16 for me.
You guys notice a street urchin that is rifling through your bag right now.
Yeah, no.
Can I just flip over there and kick him in the head?
You can.
Or do you want to, like, handle this? Not.
Give me an
Okay.
athletics check to maybe try to grapple him. And you gotta beat a 17.
I saw him too, or
Alright.
just Van.
Okay, so Van, you're holding this little urchin. He's kind of like kicking the air and punching the air. Hey, let me go! I didn't do nothing, mister! I didn't do nothing!
Nothing yet. I'll give you that. What were you gonna do?
I was just looking for something to feed me and my sister, sorry.
I cast Goodberry and give him all the berries.
For
you
real
got
life,
food.
you mean it?
Here. One of these will feed you for 8 hours. Here, have one.
He said, looks at it kind of warily, throws it in his mouth. And do you have any more?
I have 9 more here, and you can save them for multiple days. They won't go away.
He grabs them and just runs away. If Omar drops them.
I'm gonna look over to make sure he didn't take anything before he lets him go.
Yeah, then let him go.
He had a silvery flask in one hand.
Yeah, no, I take that back.
Oh, come on, man. I wasn't doing nothing. It didn't mean nothing to you.
I think you're a little too young for a flask like this, sir. But you'll be fed for quite a while, you and your sister. At least 4 days.
I do appreciate it, thank you. And then he takes off.
Now, what is this thing? I cast Identify?
No. I didn't let go of him yet.
Oh, you didn't let go of him? You're holding him? Go ahead.
No, we're still looking at him.
Okay.
One more check over. What do I need to do? What do you need me to do?
Take
to
him
check
down.
again? Huh?
Investigation.
Okay.
I'll give you guidance.
I got a 14.
Plus the guidance, we have
nothing
D4.
else. You don't see that he's grabbed anything else.
Omar, did you add that D4
Yeah.
I gave you?
I just tossed it. I think it was an extra 2.
Okay. So 16 then.
He does not appear to have stolen anything else.
Okay. So we stand him up, right? Like I loosen my grip. Kid, don't be a jerk. Like you got food, right? Take care of your sister. There's better ways of doing it. You stand him straight, dust the dust off of him, tap him on his ass, and tell him to go home.
Before he leaves, we've been out to all the shops so far that Jester is related to, right?
Yep.
I break up a small piece of the muffin.
Okay.
Now, this is very special. This is a gift from the matron of the Traveler. It gets you into places and helps you things that wouldn't always work. Okay? Before it goes stale, you should probably visit, and I list off all the shops and see if they'll help you and your sister. Maybe get you a job somewhere.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna push this muffin as far as it'll go.
Oh.
Maybe.
That's a good idea. You can think of it. I've been bringing up maybe giving him a job somewhere, but you can totally go for that.
What?
Someone in the chat brought up a really good idea. I'm gonna see if Omar runs with it.
Yeah. Kid, come back here.
What?
What's your name?
It's Dennis.
Kenneth, you said?
Dennis.
Daneth. Okay.
Yeah, my dad was pretty stupid, sorry.
Fine. A name's a name. As good as the person that
It's all
makes
right.
it.
Don't we all have?
Well, not all of us. Me and my sister have been on the streets since our parents were killed by the Anka King.
So where were you headed? And what? Possibly. Where is your sister?
Oh. She's in an alley about 4 blocks down. It's where we live now.
Oh, those berries I gave you will also heal you a little bit if you're injured.
Oh, she's got a nasty cold, so thank you.
Okay, we're taking in some kids tonight.
Yep, that's where we ended up. Let's go help out the girl. She's sick.
I really wish our cleric was here with us right now.
Well, we bought these potions, right? It was
Potions are for
something.
healing damage, not sickness, unfortunately. That would be a lesser restoration.
We do have a muffin.
We do have a Church of the Traveler here, though. I would think, right?
We
Yeah,
are on the
a
side
very
quest.
big one because of Jester.
Not shocked. Let's bring them to the Traveler's Church.
There you
Okay,
go. First,
so-
let's collect
Let's
his
collect his
sister.
sister.
Yeah.
You follow the kid to the alley, he said. And it's dark.
Are you
It's-
kidding me?
The refuse is pretty much all around. And there's a small figure just shaking in the corner. And there is a weasel that is kind of eyeing her from like a windowsill at the top.
A weasel or a ferret?
right.
A weasel.
Okay.
The rat.
It oddly colored.
Uh-huh.
It's very reddish with blue spots all over.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And the
I
boy
feel like this is very significant and I'm missing it.
I am keeping player and character knowledge separate right now. I can tell you later.
Okay.
So the boy bends down, and the sister is very gaunt, very emaciated. Her hair's matted, and looks like she might be on death's door at this point. And gives her a berry, and she just lets out this like deep, like chest cold, like deep lung chest cold cough.
Okay. Do you want to carry her, or
Uh-oh.
should I? I think I'm stronger than
what's
you.
going to be the most stable?
I
Huh?
think I'm stronger than you.
Yes, you have more than 10 strength,
16.
but two people.
You can have the little
people
kid
is
that
always
walks with
going
you.
to support. Two people is always going to support better than one.
The boy is standing in front of his sister. He goes, I appreciate the good berries, but you guys can't touch my sister.
Why
You can't
not?
move her, she'll die.
Okay.
Why would she
So,
die in
can
what?
we do
Wait, why would she
Insight
die?
or perception as to why?
That's just what the boy thinks. He doesn't know.
Can't I make a medicine check to see what's wrong with her?
She has, well, roll your medicine check and then we'll see.
Okay, I'll pop a guidance on me just to make this easier, hopefully. Again, I wish the cleric
Yeah,
was here
well.
with us.
I know.
I have a
13.
+2 on medicine, so
You would
I'll
have a
talk-
basic knowledge of that. She has pneumonia in like the worst possible, in both lungs, and she very well could go at any moment.
Okay.
Then let's get her back to a hospital.
I don't know if there are hospitals necessarily. There are churches. Are there
yeah,
hospitals here?
Not really. There's, like you said, there's churches of certain gods of healing.
Okay, who's the most? Can we do what's the roll for like education in the area? History.
Yeah,
Or religion to know about which god would be best for this, maybe?
yeah.
Yeah.
You do one, I'll do the
Um,
other?
Cool. I'll do religion. You do history.
Sounds fine to me.
I don't know which. Do you have bonus on either?
Sort of. I am jack of all trades, which means I get half perception, half proficiency in everything.
I have neither.
So let's see.
But I rolled a 12 in religion.
And for history, for me, $21 total.
Okay,
yeah.
so you remember that the Wild Mother's Lighthouse is the best place to get healing. That after the events of Campaign 2, Caduceus reopened the lighthouse and it is fully staffed by clerics of the Wild Mother.
That tracks. I try to feed her a little bit of the muffin to see if it helps.
She tries to eat a little, but she just can't.
Okay, worth a shot.
She's
Is there
too weak
anything-
and Go ahead.
Is there anything on us that we can use?
Your arms and legs.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick
You're
her up
a
and
healer.
I'm gonna pick her
Alright,
up
let's
and
go.
keep going. And on the way I run there, I'm gonna pump in a healing word to try to help her out a little bit.
So, are you guys just picking her up and running away?
I'm picking her up and rushing her to the
Okay.
Wild Mother's thing, but I'm also casting healing word on her as well.
So the boy's chasing you, going, "Give me back my sister! What are you doing? You stole my sister!"
I heal the little girl for 16 hit points as we're running, saying, "You'll be fine, you'll be fine. Come on, kid, you need to keep up. We're gonna get your sister to a hospital. To a medic."
Okay, and you see... Give me a perception check.
You want to watch for that?
So the kid trips and knocks himself out, and I pick him up.
Oh no, we're trying to see if we see what's happening to him. I mean, that might be what happens.
Okay.
I got a 19 and Omar got a
12.
12.
Okay, so, Grook, you're looking back. You see the kid, he's just running just fine. The good berry pretty much got him good. So he's looking almost normal with the boot. He's not really sick. But you look up, and across the rooftops, you see this weasel running after you.
Hey kid, is that your weasel up there?
No, I've never seen it before.
GM, have I seen this weasel before?
Just
checking.
Not...
Okay.
No.
No, that's fine. Just checking.
Not unless you were at, any part where, they got the pet.
No. I wasn't.
No. You haven't.
I wasn't sure if it was with Jester or not before.
No.
Okay. Just checking. It was worth knowing.
Yeah.
So I'm literally holding the kid close to my inner part of my shell and barreling through the streets like a linebacker holding a football, using my shell to push past anyone I can.
Okay.
And I'm shouting as I go, "Emergency, out of the way now!"
Bands just falling behind, going, "Beedoo, beedoo, beedoo."
He's probably going to keep an eye on that kid.
Over people.
You're going to want to keep an eye on the little brother just in case I lose him in the crowd?
Absolutely not. He's already back behind everybody.
I mean, he can run as fast as us.
The kid is pretty nimble, and he's like sliding between legs, jumping in. Give me a perception check, Van.
All right.
Nice. Critical.
You see him cut a few purses as he's sliding around the crowd.
Good at what he does.
Good job, kid.
I'm not going to call him out on it.
Hey, listen, you got to make a living.
Just don't mess with the wrong people.
That was double take, and he's like slipping his hand in.
So you see, he grabs the leg of a nobleman and like uses it to jump over a noblewoman and just like grabs her necklace as he's going, and it just slips off of her neck, and he just keeps running.
I think that necklace alone is more money than we have on us right now.
Yeah. So, kid,
he can pay for the services at the Wild Mothers.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he like. They're taking you to the hospital. Where I'm going to need money to pay for all this because they're not going to pay for it. You know.
I don't know. It's the Wild Mothers. She probably would.
Well, I mean, life on the streets is hard for kids, and he doesn't.
Yeah, this is true.
Gotta make that money.
So, and as you reach the Wild Mother, I assume you just bust in without knocking or anything.
I literally am acting like a linebacker, and I'm charging through the door.
Okay, so you charge through, and you startle about 7 or 8 devoted, and 3 or 4 clerics just jump out of their skin. What? We're peaceful. We don't mean any harm. Please don't kill us.
Child in need, medics now, verge of death.
The clerics understand it and immediately rush over to you.
I lay the kid down very gently. I've
And
administered her a good berry and healed her with some magic, but I don't think I have what it takes to get rid of this.
So, you see one of the clerics touch the ground, and just these vines just kind of cover the little girl, and you just see a pulse, like, green. And it just pulses green, orange, in like a burnt sunset color. And then it all fades to just flashing green. And the vines retreat, and the girl sits up, completely healthy.
Thank you
And
so much.
they go, our pleasure. It would be very helpful if you could make a donation to the church to keep up with repairs and, maybe
I
repair
give them
a
5
door
gold.
you just broke down.
I give them 5 gold for the door. I'm sure it's more than enough.
Well, before you can do that, the little boy slips right around you. And he goes, I can, and hands them 4 coin purses, a necklace, a ring, and a golden tooth.
Perfect. All the things.
A golden
Look
tooth?
at the golden tooth, still covered in blood. Look at the kid. Huh? Well, it's a donation. And they shuffle all the goods away. And the boy looks at his sister and helps her up and gives her a big hug. Looks to you guys and says, thank you. And they leave.
Oh. I'm gonna wait for both kids to be healthy.
Zeke, following you guys the whole time,
Oh, I forgot about him.
stumbles in. You guys really lost me there. Oh.
Told you we lost them. Couldn't keep up. Tiny little legs.
I need to make
what
a roll.
happened?
I need to make a roll real quick to see if my character thinks like I think or not. Yeah, he does. Can I make an insight check to make sure this is still Zeke?
Yeah, go ahead. It is
17 total.
It is Zeke.
Okay.
He is winded. Oh. But it is now 12:19.
Oh, it is late for you guys.
So I think we can
End it here.